Hey, what's going on? It is Tuesday, March 15th. Let's start some English work. All right. So today we have a word box full of words. Those words all have one thing in common: the long I sound. Some of those words are made I with IE. Some of them have the I sound with IGH. Either way, it's all I. We have cries, tide, fries, fight, spies, pie, tights, thigh, light, tie, night, flies. Don't get your flies and your fries confused because, well, that would just be really gross. If you ate a bucket of French flies. Blech. Also, tie and tied. That would be like a necktie. That would be like a rope that's tied in a knot. I know this tie is tied, but what we're looking for here is this one is a tie. It's kind of tricky, so I just figured we'd go over that one together. Okay. Next, these brightly colored leggings are actually tights. Yes, tights. Tights. Because they fit tight on the leg. They are tights. These guys are boxing. It's a sanctioned event. It's a sport. It's not a street fight. It's not somebody getting jumped. It's not nobody's angry at each other. They're just competing. But it's still a fight. This desk lamp is giving off what? Yeah, it is. Find it up here in your word bank. Here's the other one. This one is the rope that is tied. Yeah. Here's your French fries. The moon that comes out at night. These shifty looking characters here are a pair of spies. Find the spies. Well, you probably won't find spies in real life, but you find it up here in the word bank somewhere. This is a leg, but more specifically, it's the top part of the leg with the big muscle on top, the quadriceps, also known as your thigh. That looks like a blueberry pie. This kid was doing the same thing on the last page. He cries a lot. And again, here are the flies, which, if you're not careful, will get in your fries. And that's just gross. We don't need that. As far as dictation goes, you have a sentence to write. Long blank means a sentence. Sorry. You ready for this? Here we go. It's only 4 words long. She cries at night. She cries at night. I don't know why she's so sad. Maybe she's missing somebody. Maybe she's scared of the dark. I don't know. Maybe it's a baby who's actually doing the crying, and, well, they just cry all the time. She cries at night. She cries, at night. All right, moving right along. Maybe. If I can get the paper to turn. There we go. Let's try that. All right, word study. We have Greek and Latin number roots this time. Both Greek and Latin. So there's going to be a little bit of difference between them. But we still find them in a lot of words, and these are all number based. So the Greek root monos means one, but so does unus or uni in Latin. Still means one. Like a monorail. It's a big train runs around on one big rail. Or a unicorn. The horse with one big horn at its forehead. What about a unicycle? How many wheels does that have? One. There you go. The universe means there's one all expansive universe that all planets and galaxies are a part of. Okay, there we go. Yes. Bi means two. Bicycle. We know that cycle means wheel. Bicycle, two wheels. There you go. If you're going to bisect a line, you cut it exactly in two. Bi-weekly. Most people get paid bi-weekly. Every other week they get a paycheck. There you go. Now, what's odd is that Latin, that's bi in Latin, and tri is Greek. I thought they both came from the same roots, but tri means three. Was a three-wheeled bike called? A tricycle, because it has three wheels. A dinosaur with a big spiky face, Triceratops, has three big horns, right? Oh, this is where it all comes from. Triplex. I don't even know what that is, unless it's like a movie screen's got like three movies in it or something. Oh, okay. It's a three-floored structure, a three-floored building. A duplex has room for two families. A triplex has for three. Okay. Anyway, quartus. Sounds kind of like quarter, doesn't it? 1/4 is a quarter. There are four quarters in a dollar, right? These are things that sound familiar. So a quartus is four. Think of a quartet is four people doing something. Usually when you hear quartet, you think of like a barbershop. Well, I think of a barbershop quartet or a string quartet where there's four people playing instruments or playing music. Decim means 10. Think about decimals, right? Decimals are 1/10. They go by the 10th place. Decade, 10 years. Decathlon is a big Olympic event that has 10 events. Deca, 10. Centum means 100. Think about a century has 100 years. Centipede has 100 legs. Each penny's worth a cent. How many pennies are in a dollar? 100. There's 100 cents in a dollar. That's where it's coming from, right? Right. So, according to the stuff in this chart above, tri means three. So a triplex has how many floors? Three. Okay. So quartus means four. So a quartet has how many members? Quartus means four. Quartet has 4 members. Centum means 100. So a century has how many years? 100 years. And yes, we're not writing the numbers, we are writing the words. Honestly, you're going to be mad. I could just write a number 4 in there. No, write the word out. That's what we're practicing is writing. So we're going to write the words. Okay. Monos means, you know what? You guys can get the rest of these. Monos is 1, so monorail has. It's not a very well written question, is it? Monos means 1, so a monorail has 1 rail. Yeah, it does. It has 1 rail. They've already answered the question right there, but let's just scribble that out right there, and we'll write it ourselves. There we go. Uni means 1, so unicorn has how many horns? You tell me. Bi means 2, so a bicycle has how many wheels? You write it. Decim means 10, or decum means 10, so a decade has how many years? Write it right there. Oh, yeah. Down here at the bottom, circle the number root in each word below, then write the meaning of the root. So we don't necessarily have to have the meaning of the entire word, the meaning of the root. Centipede. Centa is going to be my Latin root. It says centum, but centa is the same deal. Okay. Cent is the big thing. Centipede. So the meaning of the root is 100. Bisect. My root is bi. So what does bi mean? 2. So I'm going to circle bi, and I'm going to write 2. They've got monopoly, just like the game. Triple, bi-weekly, union. That's uni right there. You tell me what it means. And then trio. Okay? Several of these words I used as examples we were going through up here. It's kind of weird. All right. So you guys can figure that one out, and then meet me on the next page when you're done. Maybe you paused the video, maybe you didn't. But we're here on the next page. Good job. Let's talk about classifying. We're still reviewing things we've already done. Classifying. You remember that day that we, actually one class did it, one class didn't. We had to list different kinds of whales. We had a list of different kinds of trees, different breeds of dog, kinds of music. So what is classifying? We had to classify these groups under one heading. So what is classifying? Identifying groups? Sure, identifying items in a group. How's that? Let's write that down. I'll write it with you. Yes, you're going to write the whole thing. Identifying items into groups. Okay? Identifying items into groups. So now that we know that's what classifying is, let's add words to these classifications. Meat. And hamburger. Delicious. Steak. Oh, yeah. Sirloin tip. For sure. What are some more meats? All right, it's kind of questionable, but we'll say chicken nuggets. By definition, it's an animal product. Yeah, it's meat-ish. It's kind of like hot dogs. Those are like the breaded deep fried hot dogs of chicken. Yeah. So let's go for something else. Let's go for, how about a pork chop? That's meat. Okay. Music groups. You got the Jonas Brothers. You got the Beatles. What are some more music groups? I know a lot of folks today are, straight up single artists, just singers. But think about some people who sing as a group. I mean, they've gone their different directions, but you could put One Direction. Why don't you guys think of two more to put right there? Two more music groups. Ooh, breakfast drinks. I love me some breakfast drinks. Orange juice. Yeah. Cranberry juice. I like it. Grapefruit juice. You guys ever had grapefruit juice? It is bitter. Bitter. My first experience of grapefruit juice, I got a bottle that said Ruby Red. I thought, okay, it's like a red sports drink, some kind of a fruit punch. Well, I took a bite of a cream-filled donut. Oh, it was delicious, sugary, creamy goodness, covered in powdered sugar. My mouth's all covered in powdered sugar. It's all across my face. It's delicious. So I took my sip of my Ruby Red, what I thought was a sports drink, to wash it down. No, it was the worst, bitterest grapefruit juice ever. Anyway, what else can you drink with milk? What do you drink with milk? Just gave it away. What do you drink with breakfast here at school? Yes, we get a juice, but we also get milk. Why don't you guys write that down? Why don't you guys write down something else you might drink with breakfast? Over here we have colors: blue, fuchsia, which is like a hot pink, melon, which is like a green, I think. I mean, melons are green on the outside, but inside it's kind of like a orangish pink. I believe, you know what? I don't even know. It's a color. So why don't you write down some more colors? Just write down two more colors right there. Okay. It says, give an example of an analogy. Remember, sometimes I said that the analogies were written with dot dots and then dot 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 dots. Like you could put dog is to fur and put two dots. Bird is to. Oh, I'm not even going to complete that. You guys are. Or you can make up your own analogy. You don't have to use this one. You can make up your own. I like that even more. But if you get stumped trying to think of one, you can just finish that one. Write two sentences that are facts. Any two sentences in the world, as long as they're facts. They are true and can be proven. Then write two sentences that are opinions. Something that you think. You can't really prove it, but it's just what you feel about something. If you say, I like rap music, is that a fact or an opinion? It's kind of a trick question because that's a fact because you actually like rap music, right? But if you said rap music is the best music ever, then that's an opinion because we can't say that for sure. We can say, yes, you like it, that's a fact. But to say it's the best ever, well, maybe this person likes classical, or this person likes old rock and roll, or this person likes the blues. That's an opinion. So give me two sentences. Yes, actual sentences. Starts with a capital letter, ends with a period. Sentences. Then two opinion sentences. Starts with a capital letter, has a who, does what, and a period at the end. Write an example of cause and effect. Underline the cause. Circle the effect. If I said, I got wet because it was raining. I got wet because it is raining. Well, because it is raining, that would be the cause, and that would affect me because I got wet because it was raining. Why don't you make up your own cause and effect? Something happened because something else happened. I was late because I forgot my keys. I got in trouble because I got a bad grade. Whatever. Make sure you hang on, make sure I get this right. Make sure you underline the cause, circle the effect. Okay, let's write a category for each group on our next page. Blue jay, robin, chickadee. These are examples of what? Yeah, they're birds. That's my category, my classification. Baseball, soccer, football. You guys can figure out what those are. Cumulus, cirrus, stratus. All right, now these are things you might not have heard of before. Well, you've heard of them, but you might not remember these names. They're from the water cycle and really talking big time about weather. These are different kinds of clouds. Some are good weather clouds, some are cold weather clouds, some are thunderstorm clouds. But those are different types of clouds. Orion, Cassiopeia, the Big Dipper. We can see these two from our house, our houses where we live most nights. Cassiopeia, I've never identified. But you can see them at night, made of stars. It's a tricky word, so I'll spell it out. These are constellations. 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 It's also the aircraft carrier that I was on was a USS Constellation. There we go, kind of cool. Humpback, blue, killer. I think those are the same three examples we gave when we had to do this same thing last week. They gave us this information, and we had to give this information. Humpback, blue, and killer. You figure that one out. Complete these analogies. Engine is to car, as heart is to The engine makes the car work and operate, right? The heart makes what work and operate? Yeah, our body. Yellow is to banana as red is to, well, you could pick any fruit to go in there, couldn't you? The bottom's a little trickier because it's a little bit outdated. Photo is to camera as blank is to camcorder. Okay, so cameras take photographs. At least they used to back in the day. The digital has replaced the film camera. And we also have digital video recording, which replaced camcorders. That's a recording camera. They used to take videotapes. So photo is to camera as videotape is to camcorder. Yeah, I know. But you guys can get these two on your own. Okay, now for the next one, we have to write 2 facts and 2 opinions about a sport. It could be any sport. It could be football, it could be hockey, it could be basketball, baseball. Um, Archery is a sport. I know some people in this room know a lot about archery. Bowling is a sport. NASCAR is a sport. They show poker on ESPN. That could be a sport, I guess. So write me 2 facts, 2 true things about sports. Then give me 2 opinions about sports. College football is better than NFL. All right, that's an opinion, right? Some people like NFL better. That's an opinion about sports. I don't know. Golf is a dumb sport. That's an opinion because I know lots of people who love golf. In fact, there are people in this school building who would probably fight you for saying, well, they wouldn't really fight you, but they would be offended if you said golf is a dumb sport. So, those are just opinions. Give me some facts, give me some opinions about sports, about a sport. Complete these sentences with an effect. So they've given you 3 causes. She enjoyed the book, so she. What would you do if you enjoyed a book? I know. You don't always enjoy books. It doesn't say you had to be, maybe somebody was reading the book to you. Maybe you liked it. What would you do? Because my teacher is absent, this happened. It could be anything. Anything that happens because the teacher's not there. My mom likes broccoli, so, and then whatever happens there. Okay? It's on you guys. You can do this. That's it. Now we're out of pages to do. I trust you. Go on, get it done. We'll be good. Bye.